Hello and good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, March 18th, and this is your Daily Tech News with Alan Smithson. We're going to get into it today. It's really, there's a lot going on. We've got some Grok and roll. We've got some really cool stuff for Apple Vision Pro, and let's get into it now. All right, I'm just going to share my screen and move me out of the way. There we go. Check this out. So Tim Berners-Lee, one of the founders of the internet, marks the web's 35th birthday with an open letter. And it's really interesting here. He's got here kind of the original hope to be a tool to empower humanity. And, it really has. It's really opened up the world to all of us. And so, 5 years ago when the web turned 30, I called out some of the dysfunction of the web being dominated by self-interest in several corporations. So, I won't read the whole letter, but the idea here is that the web is for all of us. It is meant to be for all of mankind, all of society, all of humanity. And really, we need to work harder to make sure that it remains open and serving all of us. So I'll put the link in the chats of LinkedIn and YouTube. Check this out. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but this is super cool. He's actually puppeteering this with a webcam. Like, how cool is this at 30 frames a second or 33 frames a second? He's doing it all through, through automation. And yeah, I thought this was really cool. He's been able to do this using Replikant on the Epic Store. So yeah, check that out. I thought it was just really cool how he's able to puppeteer that. So moving on, this is really cool. A boy saw 17 doctors over 3 years for chronic pain, and his mom took all of the MRIs, all of the data, and put it into ChatGPT, and ended up finding out what the problem was. So she went to a number of different doctors. There's the boy there, and he saw all these doctors and really couldn't figure it out. So she dropped all the MRIs, everything she could, into ChatGPT, and it ended up with there it is. A diagnosis of tethered cord syndrome, which nobody had made before. And it seems like the kid is doing well now. So there's an example of ChatGPT actually making people's lives better. Incredible. There's a new book out by Alvin Wang Graylin and Louis Rosenberg. The book is called Our Next Reality. And if you haven't followed Scarred Ghost, my good friend Anthony Vitillo does a great interview with Alvin here. It's all listed out here, but the book is Our Next Reality: How the AI-powered metaverse will reshape our world. It's definitely worth grabbing. It's those two guys are phenomenal. The foreword was actually written by Neil Stephenson, the author of Snow Crash, where the term metaverse comes from. So get your copy of that. And yeah, moving on. Check this out. This is super cool. The guy's putting his hands through virtual portals and they're coming out the other side. I just thought, wow, okay. I don't know how useful this is, but portals are awesome. Amazing. This is really neat too. This is being able to draw, and this is available right now on the Apple Vision Pro. You can actually draw in 3 dimensions on the Apple Vision Pro. And I thought this just was a cool example of what's possible in spatial computing. And I'll just let him finish the end there for vision. And yeah, I'll put the links in here so you can start doing it yourself. But how cool is that? There's an app for drawing in it looks like metallic visual colors. This is really neat. So this is large language models from scratch. It's very basic, but it really does explain how ChatGPT and other large language models work, and talks from everything from how does semantic reasoning work to what do you call it? The algorithms behind it, how to find points in a graph, and then how neural networks work as well. Where is it here? Right at the very end, I think. There's probabilities, and then there's a part 2 to this as well. So if you ever wanted an explanation of how large language models work from scratch, it's a really, really great thing, and there's 2 parts to that. All right. A new way to discover places with generative AI in maps. So Google Maps is rolling out generative AI to discover places. You can also share with friends. It's really interesting because you can say, like, give me places to hike. I love this example here. And it says places with a vintage vibe in San Francisco. And it gives you kind of this thing. So it's using semantic understanding about the world and mixed with, all the Google Maps locations in the world to give you a much more, I guess, a much more appropriate response to what you're looking for. So that's pretty cool. Look for that in your Google Maps. I think it's live now, but we'll have to see. All right. Over to some Sora AI. Check this out. I'll mute that. These are some new videos generated by Sora. This is a bee flying through a field of flowers. Now, mind you, this is obviously not real. We're not able to track bees through space with a drone. This is all done through Sora, so it's getting really, really impressive, these technologies. And look at how the bee stays in focus as it flies around. It's got that kind of motion blur. Man, I just, stuff's getting really cool. I mean, imagine, when they unlock Sora for the public, the things we're going to be able to create. I'm a little bit scared about how much processing power this is going to be using, because once they unlock this, of course, everybody's going to be making videos. So we'll see how much that continues. Okay. Hey, Elon, it's time to cease and Groq. So as you may know, there's a company called Groq, Grok, which is a large language model by X or Twitter. And then there's Groq, Groq, which is a company that's making chips for large language models. So they're making their own chips. So it's kind of one of those things. Oh, I can't even get in here, but they're in competing fields. And so they've sent Groq. It says here, did you know that when you announced the new XAI chatbot that you used our name? Your chatbot is called Groq, and our company is called Groq, registered trademark. So you can see how this might create confusion among people. Groq, us, sounds a lot like, identical to Groq, you, and the difference being one consonant, Q versus K, only matters to Scrabblers and spell checkers. Plus, we own the trademark. We shall see how this plays out, because it sounds like the cease and desist will lead to a lawsuit. We shall see. I wrote a poem. Well, no, I didn't. ChatGPT wrote a poem called Grok, Grok, Crocs. In a realm where text reigns supreme stands Groq, his Grok-powered brain a gleam. With flair unmatched, he struts in Crocs, neon bright, a coding paradox. Amidst whispers and stares, he codes with ease, defying all coding affairs. Each step a dance of algorithms rare. In rubbery comfort, he's beyond compare. Oh, Groq, the king of tech's grand stage. In his Crocs, he defies the age. For in this world of codes and clocks, genius thrives, especially in neon Crocs. I don't know. You gotta love ChatGPT. So speaking of Groq, they just released yesterday the open release of Groq 1. It's a 314 billion parameter mixture model architecture for Groq 1. The release details are all here. And if you follow the GitHub, you can get all of the code. It is open source. Like Elon Musk said, it is open source, and the license is under Apache 2 license. So you can use it for whatever you want. The code is here as well. You can go to, if you go to x.com, or I guess Groq on x.com, x.com/Groq, you can get the code base for this as well. So big news in Groq world. Just watch us. Gates-backed TerraPower is bullish on being the first next-generation nuclear plant in the U.S. As you may know, nuclear power is actually really, really clean compared to other sources of power around the world. And they're working on building more nuclear power in the United States. It's been on hold for many, many years because of social impacts, and just really people weren't willing to build, to back and build more nuclear reactors. But they are really clean energy. I know there's about 150 being built in Europe right now, 150 nuclear reactors, clean nuclear power. So I think we need to catch up here in North America. But it says here, at the United Nations Climate Conference in December, more than 20 countries, including the US, pledged to triple nuclear energy capacity by 2050. So that's something to keep an eye on. and with an ion. See what I did there? Anyway, moving on. I'll stop with the nonsense. Okay, this is insane. I don't even know how to explain this. This video shows Wi-Fi routers that just by using the Wi-Fi signal and some inference models are able to take the Wi-Fi radio signals, and what they've done is they've overlapped the people in the real room, and then they've said, okay, this is just what the Wi-Fi sees. So imagine now the maybe military or anywhere really can use Wi-Fi signals to detect who is in a room based on the Wi-Fi signals in the room and how they're moving around. And you can use advanced inference models to do that. Absolutely bonkers stuff. And this one here, I'm actually gonna share with sound because it does sound way better with sound. So we're gonna do it, and I just have to find the exact thing here. Where is it? Is it this one? It is this one. Okay, share with sound. Okay, here we go. So check this out. It's an advertising for the future.
Looking to upskill for the future?
This new AI can perform all coding jobs in seconds, including blockchain development. While this AI is already outperforming accounting firms. Meanwhile, the new graphic design AI aims to automate graphic design and could minimize the need.
Relax. Because in a future where AI does most of the work, there'll be one thing that humans will finally get to do all day long. Nothing. So it's time to learn the most essential skill of the future. 5-Star presents Nothing University with the first ever diploma program in doing nothing. An intensive course covering the most future-ready skills out there.
I'll stop there. You can watch the whole thing. I'll put the link in the chat. This has been Daily Tech News with Alan Smithson for Monday, March 18th. I hope you have a wonderful day, and make sure when you are on the interwebs, you can follow me on, put my link tree up here. There you go. And you can follow me on Linktree. Make sure you follow on LinkedIn and or YouTube as well, because I post all the links there. So if there's anything that you saw here, you're like, wow, I really need that, the links will be in YouTube, and then so you can follow my YouTube, my DJ mixes, all the things that I'm working on. Please reach out if you have anything you want to share, or you want me to share for the next day or the next thing. Let me know. And I'm really excited for all of this. It's an exciting week. I hope you have a great week, everybody. Peace. Have a great day.